Hello, DBS this morning, good morning. Of course, it's Friday, and you know how we do weekends around here. I like to get excited about the weekends, sort of set the mood for how we're going to roll into the weekend. You know, take some time off and relax yourself. As a matter of fact, I decided to take a train ride today. You should try it sometimes. I've always wanted to. But this morning, we've got another packed show. Quite a number of things has happened. Well, we're getting set for the Jimmy's Award. That's the St. Lucia Tourism Award. That's the first of its kind. We're getting set for that. We spoke to some wonderful the PS and the lady involved in coordinating it. We spoke to them. We're going to have that today as a feature. And last night we also caught up with the official launch, the media launch for St. Lucia's Carnival. And boy, the tagline, we're going to forget to, I'm not going to put it out yet. You're going to get to find out the tagline in a minute. But all of that and more is going to be featured today as part of our show. But first, we're going to kick off with our headlines as usual.
Good morning. Police were investigating an alleged hit and run which left one man dead at Barcache early Wednesday morning. The victim has been identified as Joseph Rasplanche Louis, a 62-year-old man of Montfortune in Castries.
Last night, he see the one that traded, and I said, what happened to me? Tell me, he's very hurting him. I said, I know you have POCD. If you want tea, he don't answer me. Ask me if you want food. He answer me. I bring the food for him, because I just throw the food by the road there. He did not eat all the food. So I go and take the medicine down, his puff for him. And I try to get to him. I said, it's not like I try to take the puff. You know how to take the puff. Tell me why you very troubling me. I say, I have to trouble you because I know you're sick and you have to take your medication. Okay. Then he tell me, you see you troubling me too much, I'll go. I say, well, you have to go. There you have to stay. I said, well, I'm going to call the ambulance. So he tell me, if I call the ambulance, I'll go on the ambulance, but he will not go.
Police have opened an investigation into the death of Joseph Louis and await the results of a post-mortem examination to provide more details about his death. CARICOM has declared a war on guns, starting with a decision to ban automatic rifles across the region. This was one of the outcomes of the two-day symposium in Trinidad and Tobago, which explored crime as a public health issue in the region.
We do not produce guns in any of the islands, and it's proven that most of the guns come from outside.
If we do nothing, then nothing will happen. If we accept the situation as it is, then the realistic outcome is that guns will continue to flow. It is by starting an action, it is by putting the situation to the United States, whether through legal channels, diplomatic channels, bilateral channels, by joining together as we have done to bring attention to the problem.
In the declaration, the regional leaders called on the United States to join the Caribbean in the war on guns and to urgently take action to stop the illegal exportation of firearms and ammunition into the Caribbean. In other news, the United Workers' Party is calling for a thorough investigation into the sale of lands at Latok in Castries to an individual that the opposition party claims has ties to the ruling Labour Party administration. The appeal comes even after Housing Minister Richard Frederick rubbished claims of corruption leveled against him by the opposition and sought to clarify the circumstances surrounding the sale.
The documentation available shows that a valuation was done in 2013 for 3 parcels of lands, A, B, and the balance, amounting to a total of 2.4 acres or 1 hectare of land. The property was then valued at $6.5 million. In December 2021, the NHC engaged a former SLP senator to revalue the same land, amounting to the same 2.4 acres or 1 hectare, to which he valued at a mere $3.5 million. However, the deed of sale obtained clearly shows that 2.4 acres or 1 hectare of land was sold to Ms. Gifta Eugene for $2.7 million, which is still below the $3.5 million valuation by Terence Sinclair. The UWP is therefore asking the Prime Minister for accountability and clarification in the interest of the public.
Stanislas says there are still several issues that demand a clarification from the Prime Minister and the Housing Minister. The St. Lucia Carnival was officially launched on Wednesday evening with the announcement of a return to the traditional format of the festival for the first time since the COVID-19 pandemic forced organizers to stage a diluted version of the event. This will include the return of community carnivals.
I think for us, it will be the first full carnival since COVID. Last year, if you remember, when the whole idea of making sure we had carnival was going to be hosted, we thought of a vax mass and how the world has changed since. Because then we were frightened of even going out. And we eventually did have a carnival, but we didn't have some of the traditional features, the junior carnival, junior panorama, junior calypso, commercial calypso. We didn't have those things last year. Yet we had a fantastic mass last year. So this year we are moving towards having the full suite of events that we normally have for carnival. So I think this year we look forward to restoring carnival as we knew it in the past. We may still not have the junior panorama, but all the other events will be held. I'm really excited this year about the return of junior carnival. And I know the Carnival Bands Association and the Barry George will certainly put out a show for us, for the youngsters.
The launch also saw the announcement of 2 additional contestants in this year's Carnival Queen pageant. Those are your top stories. Thanks for watching. Good morning.
Thank you, Kendall. Now we take a break. We will be right back. And now for our first feature, we caught up with the Ministry of Tourism and we caught up with the PS, Donalyn Vite, and also Tessel Louis. They were telling us all about the Jimmys, the first of its kind. Let's find out more. We're here with 2 lovely ladies from the Ministry of Tourism. We've got the PS here, Donalyn Vite, and we also have Tessel. Tessel Louis is the coordinator of the awards for this year. It is coined the Jimmys, but it is really and truly the St. Lucia Tourism Awards. And ladies, we're going to delve right into it. I'm not sure where we should talk to the PS first, and we're going to come back. We had the mastermind behind the whole project. But Donnelly, tell us about, you just informing me that's the first time that this award is being done.
Yes, it's the first time. So probably I could give you the backstory as to why we're doing it.
Absolutely.
And Tessel could launch into the various awards and some of the more specifics. So we have been trying to transform the tourism industry and looking at the role that the ministry really plays.
Right.
One of the things we really want to happen is certification and excellence within our skills and our service delivery. And we thought what better way to do it than to probably borrow some of the theories of learning and look at motivation and an award system. And we also saw that St. Lucia over the last 14 and just over years had really made a name for itself and a lot of noise in the international community. And we have our bragging rights about, world best honeymoon destination and Caribbean and so forth. And we even coming up in the Adventure Awards. But we recognize that internally, it's always good to introspect, that internally we have not created that platform for our people to be recognized by us. And we feel that one will really have a powerful reach, that we are able to bring up our unsung heroes and those persons who have really gone over and beyond and at the pinnacle of their game and has really contributed to St. Lucia being so very well known in the tourism industry, not just regionally, but internationally as well. So that we can, bring these faces up, we could recognize them. These are our unsung heroes, and not just recognize them with a trophy, but also, to give them some sort of semblance of prizes that can assist in their own development. For the organizations that are in, just being bestowed the honor of the award has very good marketing legs for them. But more so, we want them to sort of encourage the behavior that they have been recognized for over time and cause the entire industry to emulate these very same principles that we're trying to advocate and reward. So for us, it's a drum roll. For us, it's really a sea of success that we are able to launch this as the very first year for St. Lucia Tourism Awards, but more importantly, coin the Jimmys, right? And I'm sure Tessel will give you, the highlights behind the Jimmys. Yeah, how did we get it and why we call it the Jimmys, But bravo to the ministry, bravo to the SLHTA and the SLTA, because we are doing it almost like a three-way partnership, a tripartite relationship. And we have worked very closely together, and we are executing this on the platform that the ministry is taking the lead. But, right at the side of us are the other very two agencies that play a big role in St. Lucia's breadbasket.
Well, I will join you in saying kudos and long overdue, and kudos to the partners, because this is, we hear so much about St. Lucia and its tourism. Like you said, the mandate is huge out there. When you hear St. Lucia, automatically tourism destination tourism is very much big, and I think it's a remarkable initiative to highlight the people who are here, who are contributing to that name out there. So wonderful. Now the mastermind behind putting this whole thing together. Well, I wanna say mastermind. Tessie, you have to take it. You have to take it, because you know what? This is the first year. There must have been a certain level of pressure on you to ensure that this is going to be the blueprint. So exactly, it's not over yet. So what is it like being charged with the responsibility of something? How do you feel about that?
Daunting, tasking, but I have a team around me, and it's coming together nicely. Yeah, so we're really just looking forward to next week, just to see how it rolls out. But it involves a lot. Appreciate that, but yeah, we're just looking forward to. I
want to get your personal take on how you feel about that recognition, including this into the yes.
Mm-hmm. In terms of persons being recognized. Well, I think it's a great initiative, because tourism really is the backbone of our economy. It is our largest employer. We do have a lot of persons working within the sector. So I think it's important to have that platform to really recognize them on a national level. So, yeah, and just to keep others motivated, I want to keep young persons really wanting to work within the industry, and for them to see the value of it. So I think it's important for us to have that platform.
Right. The debut, it is. So what are we looking for this year? I'm sure as we move along, because I don't see this going anywhere. I don't know. I would think nobody would take away this. I mean, just improve on it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, one of the things we did to really preserve this and make it a yearly staple is that the ministry has been working with the tourism stakeholders to develop a revised tourism legislation, and as part of this legislation, we have built into it a clause that speaks to the St. Lucia Tourism Awards being a yearly staple. So we have built it in legislation, and the Ministry of Tourism is charged on a yearly basis, annually, to ensure that these awards happen.
Right. Regardless of what's
going on out there.
And
yes.
Kudos for that
yes.
as well.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Let's now talk about some of the awards that are up for grabs. There's a People's Choice Awards in inclusion in there as well. So let's talk about those.
Okay, so you'd appreciate that the sector is really wide-reaching. A lot of people, when they think of tourism, they think of accommodation, they think of hotels, but it's way more than that. So we have 4 basic categories. We do have accommodations from large to small, hotels being recognized, as well as the individual. So we have both organizational and individual awards being given out on the night. We're also recognizing the persons within the transportation and recreation sector. So that includes land, those who work on the sea, as well as those who do recreational activities. There's also an independent category. So for those who are craft vendors, we have independent tour guides, so independent wedding planners. We have those persons being recognized. And the final category, we have something called a special awards. So certain practices that we want to really establish within the industry, and we want persons to emulate. So you'll see things like the Sustainable Award, Social Partner in Tourism, so that speaks to corporate social responsibility, that type of thing. We have training and education, so motivating and educating your staff. So we have a couple of special awards, and like you said, the one that the public really participated in is People's Choice. So I know that's what a lot of persons will be looking forward to, the winner for the night of People's Choice. So yeah, so we have about 30 awards, 30 altogether, being given out on the night.
And
yes.
We talk about the night a lot. When is it going to be?
Next week, Wednesday, the 26th of April.
Where would it be? Would it be a live showing of it, or can persons get to
So it will be live NTN. Right. So it starts at 7 p.m. So persons can look forward to that on Wednesday evening.
I want to go in deep, but you know what? We're going to leave it for another time because we want to focus on the night tonight. But I'm sure, like you said, it is written, it is sealed, and we know we can come back for this every year. Every year we come back to this. So I guess we will have some moments where we can come back as DBS. As DBS, as just a little light one, we good. As DBS, to get some more insight as to what some of the thought pattern going into one when you're choosing the categories. Because I heard the things you're mentioning right there. I mean, it's like very well thought of. And I'm sure as you continue to improve on the product, we could see a lot more. But I mean, for a debut, for an induction, I believe you guys have really put some thought into this. And I want to commend the entire team, yourself, the minister, of course, the mastermind. She didn't like to hear it, but the mastermind. So again, guys, the awards, like we said, anything you want to leave with us, Donnelly, before we...
Sure, absolutely. I just want to say to St. Lucia that the ministry is really changing its paradigm, the way that it administers for tourism. And we recognize that we cannot do so without really hailing and putting on a pedestal those unsung heroes and the persons who really make the industry possible. So whereas you're not part of the ceremony, you have been part of the process, and we definitely want you to be part of the evening by logging on and watching us online. And on Choice as well as we plan for the next GMAs, we hope to be bigger and better, and there's a possibility of expanding the categories of awards and the areas of the sector that we recognize. So just to let St. Lucians know, there may be some embellishments we will do next year, but this is the first. So thank you for your support, and thank the team at the ministry and our two partner agencies and sponsors for really making this possible.
Wonderful. And you are online. I mean, everybody's online this day. So where can we follow everything GMAs?
Well, we actually have a Jimmy's Facebook page as well as an Instagram page, but we also have the Ministry of Tourism page as well. So they really both have the same content, so persons can follow there. Wonderful. Yes.
Thank you, ladies, so very much. And we catch you, we hope to catch in some of these first debut awards on the 26th. Our second feature for today, St. Lucia's Carnival. Nothing sweeter than that. Let's take you to the official media launch. And we are just to wrap up the official launch of the press launch of the St. Lucia Carnival 2023. And we caught up with the chairperson of the St. Lucia Carnival Association, and that's Tamara Gibson. Tammy, awesome presentation, wonderful intro to what is to come for 2023. I am very well impressed tonight. How do you feel now that you wrapped up the official launch?
Oh, I'm so excited about St. Lucia Carnival for 2023. I think this media launch went superb, and I think this is just a start of more things to come. Well, tonight you saw our surprise. We announced our Carnival brand ambassadors. So we're so excited about that because they are really going to help us market St. Lucia Carnival and make the festival a lot better.
No, I had no doubt that we were going to see some unique and different addition to the whole product for this year, because last year you take up the mantle and it was COVID. So you were coming in very short space of time, but we did see quite some significant alteration to the brand that really stood out, because we are in an evolving environment and we've got to make changes that's going to resonate with the rest of the world, because that's the idea. So I had no doubt, but certainly I wasn't expecting that, and that was certainly a beautiful addition. I really like the mastermind behind this one. Very well thought of, and I think this is a brilliant idea to use your creatives and use them as ambassadors. So I want to give you kudos for this one. But tell me about the birthing of that.
Well, this year we felt that St. Lucia's Carnival needs to be ours. So if you notice, everything you hear about St. Lucia Carnival, you will hear it belongs to us. It's our Vava, we are owning it. Nobody is left out. There is something for every single St. Lucian to do in Carnival 2023. So we felt having these authentic St. Lucian ambassadors help us bring that message across was key. So that is what we expect for this year.
Well, I'm loving it. Listen, this is just the start, and I'm sure in the coming months there's going to be a lot to be unveiled. So we're going to wait for it all, but certainly a beautiful launch tonight. Kudos to you and your team, and we're just excited for what's to come.
Thank you very much.
Anything you want to leave with the listeners as we're heading to now the official preparation and the walkthrough to take us to Carnival 23?
We just want the public to get involved. Stay tuned to all our networks and our media houses. They will be giving you all the information. We're going to have a safe, successful Lucian Mass 2023.
I second that. We're doing it. Thank you so much, Tammy. Well done again. Absolutely. And you just heard Tamara spoke about it. This year we see that new edition of using some of the creatives, some of our ambassadors that are already out there to use right now as official ambassadors for the St. Lucia Cultural Showpiece. Teddy is one such. Teddy, of course, I'm not surprised. We're not surprised because it was only the natural thing.
Yeah.
What do you think of that addition to the band?
It's an amazing addition. Everybody got their social medias. A lot of us, are the faces of the music, that leave St. Lucia, let people know, about St. Lucia Carnival. So it's only fit to have this group of people and well-rounded also.
I love it.
So look out for it. St. Lucia Carnival is on. It's going to be.
I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit, because I need to know exactly what we can expect from that partnership from you. What do you intend? How do you intend to approach it?
Well, for me, the good thing is that I've always been doing it.
Right. So it's just a natural flow.
It's a natural flow.
Yeah.
It's a natural flow. But you never know. We just may have some giveaways in there. We may have different things in there. Meet and greet with people that actually coming through. You never know.
After you had to make money them days, make sure they had them giveaway that you take out them up in there. And of course we're looking for street. Are we looking for street for Carnival as well?
It's going to be amazing. The buzz, we want St. Lucia to be that buzz that just like after Trinidad everybody goes Jamaica, then you go crop over. St. Lucia has to be that buzz.
That's right.
You understand?
That's
So
right.
with that partnership, you understand, we bring people in.
Wonderful. Well, congratulations on that nomination and that appointment, I should say. And I know you're going to do good with it.
Thank you. Look out for the music. It's going to be amazing.
All right. What are you looking for? Lucia Carnival. Tell us what to look for. Tell us.
It's got, listen, Euphoria, #1. We got some more. I can't tell you what we got.
There you have it, Tennyson John. And of course we are here with the Minister, Honorable Ernest Hilaire, the title long, and we know what it is, but definitely culture falls under that. And tonight we saw a brilliant press launch. It gets us excited, and we heard some of the things that you promised for this year's celebration as well, cultural showpiece. How excited are you to make this into a reality, and how personal is this to you to ensure that what we put on this year is surpass what we've done before?
That's it. Well, for us this year, we're really excited about bringing back the community festivals, because we want our carnival to evolve into a real grassroots product where, yes, we have the national parade that brings in all foreign persons to participate. We have all the fetes, all the boat rides, but we also want it to be rooted in the respective communities. So this year we're going to put a lot of resources in the community carnivals. Of course, we want to continue to grow Junior Carnival. So you will see this year the return of Junior Carnival, and we put in the resources for that. For us, the carnival is important. 2 reasons. 1, the cultural identity and heritage, and also as an economic activity. So you'll see, for example, the Calypso, Panorama, King and Queen of the bands. These are more cultural identity, cultural heritage. And then in terms of the economic activity, you have a heavy focus on the parade of the bands, the fetes, the boat rides, whatever else. So for us, it's really important. But for this year, our big objective is to get the community carnivals back on stream.
I'll tell you what though, during this whole launch tonight, we got that sense. You could have felt that energy of ownership, of patriotism it felt that way. It definitely felt like something St. Lucian should own.
Yeah.
But as a person that is also, you also the tourism minister, so being able to strike the balance. I mean, we're operating in an environment where the local mines or the St. Lucian mines, normally you get a little back and forth. How easy or hard is it for you to be able to execute that?
No, you're right. And for us, that's a constant balance, that we are producing a grassroots product, which means involving the people, a sense of ownership, a sense of cultural identity, but at the same time, having at a level where people from outside want to come in to enjoy it. and it's the constant striving for that right balance. And this year, you see, we're building on the carnival by reintroducing the community carnival.
And is that the strategy to get the persons on the ground now to really understand and own it and realize that there is need for that balance?
Exactly, that's precisely. You've captured it right. That is the strategy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dr. Hille, awesome job, and we look forward for what's to come. All right, all the best. Wonderful.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this morning's SocaCize session. Leading the wine, we have Suzanne from Studio Fit and Healthy 911 and myself, Shani, from SocaCize St. Lucia. Let's get ready to flaunt with SocaCize. This morning's workout is a cardio soca jam routine to Eat Man Money by Frost. Let's do this.
God made woman to eat man money.
Let's go.
Now my city spend it.
No lawyer.
No lawyer can defend it.
Next side.
Can be broke if she buy see.
Hey.
She go spend all your money.
Take the arms up. Let's go. For my low impact, step it out. Good.
All fellas flex with it.
2. Shake it.
I working hard all my life. Cause I tell myself I want a wife.
Next side.
But no matter how I save,
4,
feel like
3,
she gon' put me
2,
in the grave.
take it up, and
Money always spending. Me
4,
back account is
3,
shrinking.
2, next
But at
side.
the end of the day, hear what
4,
old people
3,
say.
1, 2, 3.
God made man.
Hey.
Man made money.
Hey.
God made woman to eat
Let's
man
go.
money. Now man see she spend it.
No lawyer.
No lawyer can defend it.
Get me broke.
Can be broke if she buy see. She can spend all your money.
Take the arms up. Let's go. Four, 3, 2, 1, and
All fellas playing macho. Spending endless money like
2,
hope.
1.
Women have them bars to be. Going to fast cash to get money.
Take it up.
Like they can't see a skirt pass. Dropping like people living grass.
Next side.
Forgetting what people say. Have enough man
This side.
suffering
1,
today
2, 3,
because
and
God made man.
Hey.
Man made money.
Hey.
God made woman to eat
Now
man
next.
money. Now man see she spend it.
Hour.
No lawyer can defend it.
Can be broke.
Can be broke if she buy see.
Woo.
She go spend all your money.
Now back.
Now man see she spend it.
No lawyer.
No lawyer can defend it.
Hour.
Can be broke if she buy see.
We will spend.
She go spend all your money.
God made.
God made man.
Hey.
Man made money. God made woman to eat man money.
God made.
God made man. Man made money. God made woman to eat
Now-
man money.
Hey.
Now man see she spend it.
No lawyer.
No lawyer can defend it.
Can be broke.
Can be broke if she buy see.
She will spend.
She go spend all your money.
Take it up. Hey. To the end. 4, 3, 2, 1. Every cent. That was this morning's session. We hope you are feeling sexy, sultry, and strong. Do remember to flaunt today.
And as you can see, that's our show for today. I'm on a wonderful train ride with some awesome women. We out of here. Catch you again on Monday. That's it for us for this morning. That is it. Yee! Woohoo!